Hey guys, it is Cat Heart, and I just came to you today because I want to know, have you ever wondered if your life is on the wrong path? Have you ever wondered how you can decide how to get on the path that you truly want, what makes you happy? Have you ever looked at the mirror and just not, felt that you're where you need to be in life, or that you're just how is everybody so happy? It's like you see other people in their videos, and we all know social media is kind of set up to show the best of everybody's lives. For the most part, there's also a lot of drama, but it's sometimes you look at it and wonder, where's my happiness? Or how come I can't have that life? Or it looks like everybody else is enjoying their life or having what they want out of their life except for me. I totally understand. I've been there. I've been there myself. And, when we look at social media too much and we get too involved in the quickness in that pace of life, we miss out. We miss out on life, and we miss out on some of the most incredible blessings that our life can hold. So if you've ever really wondered what it is that you're supposed to do here, or you're looking for validation, or you're looking for the stars to align, or you are just wanting to be happy. I mean, I actually remember a long time ago in my very first marriage, where I was so unhappy and I was so miserable that I just really needed to change my situation. I just was every single day going, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. And I didn't even know what that looked like. I just knew I didn't want to be miserable anymore. I just knew I didn't want to be locked into an unhappy relationship, and just struggling to keep a positive attitude. I don't feel like it should be a struggle, because if you're living your dreams and you're doing what you really love to do, having a positive mental attitude, it is easier to maintain every single day. And of course it's not easy. We're always going to have stuff that knocks us out of alignment. We're always going to have stuff that we have to deal with. And that's why it's important that we're doing the work every single day, because when we do the work and we get tools that help us to know more of who we are and become emotionally aware, that's what we get to use in those times of trauma. So when we're stuck in a bad day or a bad situation, or something happens that's instantaneously traumatic, we don't have to stay stuck in that energy. We need these tools. We need these situations in our mind already to know what we can shift to know what we can shift over to think about. Because if you're having a negative thought and you're having that mind race over and over and over, it's because you're allowing your neurons to auto fire. They're just triggering because that's what they've always done. It's the same thought you've been thinking over and over and over. And if you keep thinking the same thoughts and taking the same actions, nothing in your life is ever going to change. You have to have that mental and emotional fortitude to choose other things to think about. So when you have a negative thought or something that comes up and it makes you feel sad, there's a reason for that. Your brain releases a chemical when your neuron fires that causes you to feel a certain way. So there's happy chemicals and there's sad chemicals that are released by our brain. And so when we're thinking a thought that makes us feel bad, that's because our brain releases a chemical that actually is defeating and draining and doesn't feel good. And when you're thinking a positive thought, your brain is actually releasing something that creates endorphins and creates joy and creates positivity. So it is vitally important what we are thinking. It is vitally important what we allow our brain to fire, because again, that creates the feelings inside. So your feelings are feedback for what you're thinking about. So if you don't like the way you're feeling, you can practice creating a different positive mindset. And it does take practice. It does. It takes a long time to change who you are. You can't expect things to happen overnight. You took years to become this version of that yourself that you are now. It took many, many years for me to become the person that I am, from my upbringing, from my parents, from my siblings, from people around me, you know, your schools, your teachers, your friends, your circle of friends. And now they're discovering that even their friends, they have an impact on you as well. So it's so important that we have tools that we can rely on, that we have mentors that we can listen to, that have been where we are or been where we were, and so we can know where we're going. But the biggest thing is you have to know what makes you happy. You got to take some time to really, really dig in and figure out, what is it that's going to make me happy? Like, what people in my life are going to make me happy? What situations are going to bring joy? Like, what is it about me that makes other people feel filled with love or compassion or excitement or energy, whatever that is? So, and if you don't know what it is, ask people around you, what is it that you're doing when you're the happiest? So, you know, whoever's closest to you, ask them, hey, when am I the happiest? What am I doing? Or what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Or, you know, that type of thing. And they'll tell you, you're the real people in your life will tell you. And it really does help to journal and write things down and write your thoughts, your ideas. It helps a lot, especially if you're in some type of crash, if you're not feeling okay. I want to remind you guys, it's okay to reach out for help. I have a counselor. I have somebody that I talk to. I have gone through so much in so many years. And I finally got to the point where I was like, I got to talk to somebody. I've got to get all this out. Writing isn't enough. Having coaches and working on my business isn't enough. I need to deal with all this trauma that happened in my life. And it's okay. It's okay to seek help. It's okay to have a counselor or a friend that you trust that you can talk to. But it also helps to journal and write things down. So that's really what I wanted to talk about, is a couple of simple things that you can do to create more happiness in your life. Is number one, know what makes you happy. You have to know what makes you happy so you can work towards that. Number two, make sure that you're aligning things in your life that line up with what you want to accomplish in your life. And if you're deciding on if you should take an action or a job or dip into a new friendship or relationship or anything like that, ask yourself if that person, that thing, that experience is in alignment with who you are and what you truly want to accomplish in your life. Because right there, there's your answer. Because if it's not, that's an easy no. And if it is, that can be a very easy yes. So again, do things that are aligning with your purpose, your passion, your vision, and what brings you the most joy. Okay, so and keep a journal. Write things down when you're crashing, when you're not feeling okay. Journaling and writing things down helps to get the energy out of your body. And earthing, making sure you take your shoes off and trade electrons with the planet. I know it sounds kind of like woo-woo, like spiritual, but this is very scientific, that we can actually ground our energy into Mother Earth, and the energy is recycled and repurposed. So earthing is just touching your physical body to the planet and allowing that exchange of electrons. It's incredibly powerful for us as electronic beings, because we're electrical impulse beings. We're little blips of electric impulses that are crossing through connections and firing us and making our heart beat and allowing our lungs to breathe in and out, and everything that autonomically is going on in our body that happens because of electricity, even our thoughts. So important stuff, you guys. So make sure you're doing whatever you can to practice every single day and become a master of yourself. This is just the beginning of your path to self-mastery, and I want to be on this journey with you. So I'm looking forward to doing a lot more content and helping as much as I can to be there and just walk the journey with you. I'm walking it myself, and I'm adjusting as I go, and I'm learning and I'm growing, but I want to share these experiences with you. So, all right, I love you. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll be talking to you again really soon. Aloha.